Is this the most elegant watch in the Edifice lineup? Let's check it out. Dave Taylor here, and I'm checking out this. Now, I suppose I should take it off so you can see. This is the Casio Edifice ECB-S100, and it's very nice. They did a really nice job with this. First off, it's slim. For an Edifice watch, this is a very slim design, and it has a design you can see in this close-up. It's based on a sports car grille, so that's the inspiration for the design, and I think it's really cool. It's also solar powered, and the S100 series, they actually redesigned the solar receptors, so it's less than 50% of the surface area of the ECB-900 line, which I have also reviewed here on YouTube. One of the things that's cool about it is there is this double LED night illumination, features a sapphire crystal, and of course Bluetooth connectivity with the Edifice app on your smartphone. I'll show you that in a second. And just want to tell you that it's a 50mm by 46mm by 9.8mm case, and it weighs 138 grams. So it is not the lightest watch in the world, but it's relatively light. And I find that once I put it on my wrist, I really forget that it's there. Now, as with all of these watches, when they send it, they generally have too many darn links in the chain. So for your strap, you're gonna probably either go to a jeweler or have to have really good hands to be able to take a couple of links out so that it fits you properly. But it is a very typical sort of 3-part clasp on the back, and that's easy to work with, and comes in the cool Edifice box with a whole bunch of documentation and everything. But you don't care about any of that. I know you want to see this watch up close. So I got 2 sequences here. First off, I'll show you how the watch interacts with the app on a couple of basic things. And then we'll just look at the watch really close up so you can get a couple of seconds of just seeing this really cool design and some of its features. Let's do it. I've launched the app, so now I need to pair the watch to the app. And that's done as it shows on the screen by pushing and holding this button in for a couple of seconds. And that double beep means that we should be ready to roll. Let's see if the phone sees it. Nope, I might have need to do it again. There we go, I think that's the one. And now we're connected. And once it connects, there's a couple of different features you can access by using the app. Now that it's connected, there are 3 things you can access that are interesting. There's the stopwatch, and here I can import up to 200 lap times. I can go to world time. You can see here that my primary time is Denver, that's the watch hands, and then the secondary world time I have set to London, and that's the digital display at the bottom there. I could switch the two, and if I do that, then you'll see the watch change time. We'll send that to the watch. And this might take a couple seconds. It's certainly going to confuse me when I next look at my watch, but now it's switching the two so that you have London time as the primary face, and then on this little screen here, you're going to have my actual local Denver, Colorado time. Now, third thing you can do with the watch, because it uses a low power Bluetooth connection, is you can record time and place points, and then you can go into the app and you can check on waypoints on, for example, a bike ride or a hike or any sort of travel that you do. So all of that's super helpful. You can also get to a whole lot of settings for the watch, as you can see. So lots of things. Now, let's zoom in more closely on the watch face itself. Starting at the top right, the 4 buttons around the side let you do illumination. I'll show you that in a second. And then the lower one, lower right, is time adjustment, time and place markers, and their phone finder feature. Lower left is letting you switch between modes. Hold for 3 seconds and you'll actually get into Bluetooth mode, or disconnect that. And then the top left lets you switch display and get day and date. So let's go ahead and have a quick demo of that light. It's a short press, And you can see that LED on the corner really gives you bright illumination for a couple of seconds. Doesn't last long enough, you can adjust that in the app. So really cool, really like this watch. I hope you appreciate its design features. Let's jump back on camera. There's a lot I really like about this. I'm a big fan of the entire Edifice line. In case that's not obvious, this is my 10th Casio Edifice I've reviewed here on YouTube, and each one I like more than the previous. I don't know if that's entirely true, but I really like them all. They all have different sorts of designs, but they're all these sort of big, heavy, masculine chronographs, which honestly remind me of sort of classic watches from the 50s and 60s too. You might have a different memory about these sort of things, but I think these are really handsome watches, and there are very few people, male or female, who are not going to have this look really good on their wrist. Of course, it's a pretty big face, so if you have a very slim wrist, then this might be a little overpowering, but that can look really stylish too. Now, all we need to talk about is the price. But before we get to the price, let me ask if you could subscribe to my channel. A click or a tap on that little red subscribe button and we're connected. Now, give me some feedback too. Leave a comment. Tell me what else you wish I would have shown or maybe done in a close-up. Obviously, I am not trying to do a promotional video for the watch, though I really like it. So there are limits on what I'm going to show you. But suffice to say, I really like this. This is a really cool design, and having just the slimmer design and having the solar receptor be really subtle and small means that I can put this in a drawer for 6 months in the dark. And when I open that drawer, it'll still be running and still be with the right time. And it even syncs with my phone to make sure that it stays on time. Really, really cool. Now, it comes in 3 different color combinations. This is silver with a black face. It also has silver with a blue face, and there's black and blue, so you get that black and blue look, but it looks good on this one. And it's $260 at edifice.casio.com. And if you're into watches, or you just are looking for your next really great watch that's simple, it doesn't have notifications, you're not taking phone calls on it, it's not measuring your heart rate, it's just a watch, but it has some secret superpowers with the app, then this is definitely one to check out. That's all I got, so I'll hope to catch you in my next video.